You work around 40 hours a week, late nights, weekends, deadlines, burned out. Yet your bank account barely survives till the month's end. Your pay barely keeps pace with inflation. But your boss works about 20 hours a week on paper, takes long lunch breaks, and still earns hundreds of times more than you. How does that make sense? Welcome to the brutal truth behind wage stagnation and rising inequality. In this video, we'll discover how the system rewards the owner while the rest work harder for less. Let's start with a simple fact. Wages for average workers haven't increased much in the last 30 years, but the cost of living has skyrocketed. Food, rent, fuel, everything's going up. But your salary? Flat. This is called wage stagnation. Meanwhile, company executives and owners have seen their incomes grow massively. Why? Because they don't get paid hourly. They earn from profits, stocks, and business growth. A typical full-time employee works about 38 to 40 hours a week, around 8 hours per working day. For many jobs, that's considered a 9-to-5 routine, but over time, unpaid extra time and deadline pushes often stretch that. On the other hand, studies of CEOs and top executives show they average around 62.5 hours per week. That's about 9.7 hours per weekday and almost 4 hours on weekend days, plus time even while on vacation. So yes, bosses do work longer, but not nearly as hard as you think. Working hours alone don't tell the full story. When employees work 40 hours, they get a fixed salary. That's it, no bonus from company profit. But bosses may work 62.5 hours, yet their real income comes from owning or leading the company, stock, dividends, and profit shares. So their pay isn't tied to fee for hour. They make money off the performance of hundreds or thousands of employees they oversee. They also delegate most routine tasks, leaving them focusing on big decisions and strategy. Here's what most people don't realize. Your boss might not be doing more physical work, but they own the system. While you trade your time for money, they make money off other people's time. Let's do a simple comparison. You, 40 working hours, fixed salary, struggling with rising bills and rents. Your boss, 62.5 working hours, plus ownership or stock gains in the company. Your contribution is measured hourly. His is tied to total output and growth of the entire enterprise. Your work is essential. Without you, nothing runs. But your value is limited by your position. So even if your boss works only 1.5 times your hours, his earnings can be tens or hundreds of times higher. That's why they can make money while sleeping, but you can't. That's the math of modern inequality. Why is this gap widening? Because wealth now comes more from capital and investment, not just labor, and most people don't have access to that system. Most employees only earn from time worked. Bosses earn from money and assets. Automation and outsourcing allow companies to extract more value from fewer workers, but profits still go to executives and owners. Workers may even work harder now but get relatively less. That's why your workload keeps increasing, but your paycheck doesn't. So, the rich keep getting richer, even as everyone else works more just to survive. This isn't about blaming one person. It's about understanding the game. Understanding the system is the first step to fighting it. If you want to escape this trap, you need to stop trading only time for money. Try diversifying how you earn by some side gigs, online businesses, investments. Build skills that can be monetized in ways beyond just hours. You may think about freelance as passive income. Speak up for fairer systems. Unionize. Push for profit sharing, equity, or better labor rights. Because working harder alone won't lift you. Working smarter and owning even a small piece can, like gold, not the golden phones, but real things. Because the truth is, working harder doesn't guarantee success anymore. Working smarter does. Thanks for watching. If this video opened your eyes, hit like and share it with someone grinding hard. Let me know in the comments. Do you feel your work is valued fairly? See you next time in another thought-provoking video.